Welcome to Building Fortunes Radio. Make sure you check us out at buildingfortunesradio.com. Along with KISK, our Keep It Simple Circle marketing partners, we are here to help our Humongous AM and Humongous FM radio customers build their businesses and make the world a better place. At Building Fortunes Radio, we know how much your business means to you and the people important to you. So join us to make the world a better place. Spread the word, tell a friend, and go make a difference in your world. Now on to our show with your host, Peter Mingils. Take it away, Peter.
Hello, everyone. Peter Mingils here. You are listening to us on the Jean Luc radio show on the Building Fortunes Radio Network. For those people unfamiliar with my voice, my name is Peter Mingils. We've been hosting this radio show with Jean Luc for 483, maybe? Separate radio shows, maybe 484? I don't know. It's one of those. But we've been doing this radio. 485. Separate radio shows. We're going to hit 500, of course, this year. That's a lot of radio shows. Just so you know, that's a lot of radio shows. We do this every Friday night at 11 p.m. Eastern. It's 8 p.m. on the Pacific side where Jean Luc is. And it's been a long week for me, that's for sure. So for those people that are listening in, if I sound a little drained, I'm tired. It's been a long week. So for those people that are here, we do this radio show. We talk about whatever we want to talk about because Jean Luc and I started to do this radio show a long time ago. And when we started doing this radio show a long time ago, we started talking about home-based businesses. And then eventually it kind of moved towards, stuff like, philosophy and health and nutrition. And Jean Luc's real good at that stuff. And sometimes we talk about spirituality, and we talked about everything from this to that and maybe some other stuff as well. But the most important thing that I like about Friday nights is I get a chance to reconnect with a good friend of mine, again, Jean Luc, and we talk about learning French. Like, what else is more important? You got to learn French. If you go to buildingfortunesradio.com/learn French, you'll see that he's got this really cool course. It's only $48, and you could have the basics of learning French. And like Jean Luc has told me a million times, many of the words in the English language derive from France or French. So if you know English, then you could probably learn a lot of French just from the stuff that you currently know. So I put a short domain name together, buildingfortunesradio.com/learn French, so you could take care of and take advantage of that as well. So whatever your needs might be, if you want to, or just be able to have a little bit of fun with that, you certainly could do that as well. Well, before that happened, Jean Luc, at the tail end of 2020, came down with this need to have a heart transplant. And I say this because he was doing fine. I mean, Jean Luc is a good guy. He's always focused on health and nutrition. Now, he's a French guy, so wine is a natural part of his thing, but he doesn't get, sloshed. So he likes wine, and that doesn't hurt anything. But he called me up and he said, Peter, I think it was in November of that year prior, he said, Peter, I'm not going to be able to do the radio shows anymore, which saddened me. I know that we didn't have a falling out. I said, Jean Luc, why? And he said, because I got to go in the hospital because I'm anticipating have a heart transplant. And that really hit me because I kind of had to ask him again, Jean Luc, did you say heart transplant? Wow. That's when they take your old one out and they give you a new one. He's like, yep, that's what they got to do. And he's got to be in the hospital, be able to handle that. And I was really kind of concerned because that's not routine surgery. That's major surgery, and anything could happen. So I was hoping that he would get that done, come back, and if he ever did a radio show again, that would be a real blessing. Well, guess what? Jean Luc in January had that heart transplant. He's doing radio shows with me in February, already out of the hospital. We playfully say the surgeon saved his life, and the doctors right after that try to kill him with all the drugs that they put him on. So Jean Luc originally, he did all the things that he needed to do. He did his studying and his research and educated his doctors to what was going to be good for him. And eventually he still got a heart transplant. It's been a long year, 5 or 6 years. It's been, excuse me, I'm telling you, I had a long week. It's been a long, quick recovery for him because he did so many things the right way. And he's helped me so many different ways by just, number one, his knowledge, his experience, being a friend, and all those types of things. And I'm going to say it like this, particularly now, and I don't think I've ever really been so tired before, but my mom passed away on Sunday, August 9th, and some of the things that Jean Luc has taught me has kind of made it a little bit easier to kind of deal with. So, Jean Luc and I have spoken about this many times. You could hear it from previous radio shows. But just to give you the short version, and I'll let him correct me for the things that I'll say. Yeah. He said, Peter...
We can probably,
yeah. So he basically said, Peter, your mom's chosen another body, and she's still around. And I agree that she's still around. I'm not sure which body she's chosen, so I don't know how all that stuff works. But it was tough. So that happened on Sunday morning. It's Friday night over here. It's been a long time. And I have mixed feelings, of course. My mom was 83. She was becoming very ill and all of that sort of stuff. And maybe we'll talk a little bit about that on this radio show. But I've come up with a way that I could explain me and my feelings. People say, how are you? I'm like, I'm okay, in the same way that you would ask me if I had been playing a drinking game and then you said to me, am I okay to drive home? And I'd probably say, yeah, I think I'm okay. I think I could do it. But probably not. So I'll leave the keys on the table, maybe let somebody else drive me home. But yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. That's the kind of thing. I think I can make it. So as delusional as that might sound, I know. So I will get schooled by Jean Luc, and we'll talk about other stuff as well. But I just wanted to put that in the record book. That Jean Luc helped me off with so many different things. So Jean Luc, thanks for being here on your own radio show.
So thank you, Peter. Thank you. I appreciate to be with you on every Friday. Now I always miss this one because I was completely inside. With a guy on the internet, listening to him about history and France and Europe and all of this. But I think he's almost missed this one. I say today is the 14th of August. Radio show number 485, and like you say about your mom and all of this. We talked many times before this happened. For years we talked many times. I just pick up something. Is always two faces of coin, like they say. One side, your mom passed away, and she decided, okay, I don't want this old body because it's too old, because I cannot move, because it's like your car become a junk car, and you say, okay. And I can talk also about this because my car last week become a junk car. Okay, The engine not explode really, but the engine break and all of this. And what do you do with a junk car? And what I have done, I go to see the mechanic. The mechanic says, oh, it's too bad, it will cost you more the value of the car. What do you do with an old body like this? Because the doctor repair, and at one point you say, okay, you need to be repaired 1 time a year, 2 times a year, 3 times a year, and at one point is almost every day. You need to have someone here to maintain this body. And what I have done with my junk car, I call the junkyard and put on a junkyard. Lucky enough, you have a government program here. They give me some money for my car. And what your mom do is same thing. You say, okay, I don't want this old body anymore. And now I am looking. I am basically physically in the same situation than your mom is spiritually. Okay, she drops the body. She puts the body on a junk. No, this body anymore. Now she's waiting because the spirit have the time didn't exist for the spirit, and she can wait few days, few months, few years, or 50 years if she wants, and say, okay, now I want to have a new body. And me, in my situation, what I don't have the junk car, I throw away. And what my situation, I am looking for a new one or a more recent one because I cannot afford a new one. But your mom will take a new body and she will be happy with that. She will be, you look at the kids. When you look at the kids, you look at the baby and you look at the kids 1, 2, 3 years old. They know they just have changed their bodies. They are happy. They are in life. They're happy with a new body. They run everywhere. They check everything. You see, it's exactly like this. This is your mom when she will decide to take a new body. And he will be like me when I will find the new car. I am looking at one now, okay, with less mileage, better condition, all of this. I will be happy to have this car. And the other side is people left behind, like you and many other people who are sad because you say, oh, okay, my mom is not here anymore. She's not here with the old body. She will be here with a new body. Sure enough, if I run with my new car somewhere when I go to see my family or my friend, they will say, who is this coming to see me? Who is this car? Because they didn't know my new car, okay, when I will pick and choose the one I want. And your mom is the same thing. When she come back when she decides, because the Spirit decides when he wants to live, what he wants to wait, and when he come back. And when she will come back, you will not recognize her because the new body, you didn't know this new body. But even on a Bible, and I am not a big fan of the Bible, but I have done the catechism because my parents put me in a Catholic church, which is a bad church, by the way. When you go dig a little bit and look at the religion, especially in Europe, all of this, torturing and killing people is not good. But I know some part of the catechism, and even in the catechism, they say you have separation between the soul and the body. Okay? What is the soul? Is you as a spirit. The body die, and everyone, one day or another, we go through this. We have been to this cycle for millions of years ourselves with millions of body, different body, say. And we have been through this cycle, but even in the Bible, it says a separation. What does that mean? The body go back to the dirt and all of this because the body is perish and it's like a perishable food you let outside, and one day or another it didn't exist anymore. But the spirit is still here, never die. And the spirit says, okay, now I need a new body. And when he finds new body, he do something like not every kid, many kids do. When a kid is not alive like this, when a baby is not alive, is because mom are already taking drugs, medical or street drugs. And same thing is drugs. So like you say in your introduction, the medical doctor almost killed me with all the medication, which has drug. It was giving me 20 medication a day, and I almost died from that. Because Diane bring me to the hospital in May the same year, maybe 4 months after I received the implant, the transplant, not the implant, the transplant. And I almost died, and the doctor didn't know what to do with me. But say, when you look at a baby, I do this many times. A baby is in front of me. Each time I look the baby on the eye. It can be a man or a woman, body. It doesn't matter. You look at the baby on the eye, and I say, "Hey, spirit, welcome to this planet." I didn't talk. I just transmit the the throat like this directly. And when the baby is alive, he look at me and he move and he have difficulty to take his eye out of mine. And when man move, he turn and he look at me like this. This baby is alive. And when I do this and the baby didn't move, I say, this baby already received drugs. It's for that drugs is in expansion, especially in this country, but on basically everywhere in the world. But when a baby is alive and you can communicate directly with him without to talk, you don't need words, you don't need nothing, just the communication eye to eye. Because the spirit, the location where is the spirit, it just becomes the front, say inside the head, just behind. And he just come back. He just take a new body and he's happy. Generally, he need to be happy. Imagine you have a brand new car or you have a brand new house or something he makes you to be very happy to have. Say, it cannot be especially a car, it can be whatever. It can be a motorcycle, a bicycle, or a book, or whatever make you very interested and happy to have. Say, the kids are normally very happy. When they are not like this, they already received drug and they basically will not have a good life, you see. But I wish for your mom to find her new body when she decides, where she decides, what kind of body she wants. It can be a woman body, it can be a man body. I wish for her not to take an animal body like some people say, reincarnation, I will be a bird or a cat or whatever. No. Don't do that, because you were on a evoluted form as a human body, and you need to continue to evolve, not to regress. See? But I think she will take a new body when she decides. It's a long speech, Peter.
Yeah, it is. That's good. Well, thanks for explaining to everybody else. So, okay.
Yeah.
So thank you. And, it's kind of helping me get through it. So let's talk about whatever you want to talk about today.
I want to talk about this because I think I will continue with this subject because the other subject is politics, something. I will talk about this subject because first is the one I am the most interested in life, and second is what I was thinking to someone recently. What is the most important, is a question for you, Peter. What is the most important thing in your life, or in life in general, but in your life particularly?
The most important, I would say, being the provider and making sure that there's a safe place for people to live, and that they have a comfortable life. Basically, providing is a big thing for me.
Yeah, I understand. What is the most important education you can have in life?
Oh, the most important education?
Yeah.
Well, it certainly has nothing to do with school. I'm not sure how to answer that question.
I did not ask you what is the less important.
Right.
I asked you what is the most important education you can have.
That's what I said.
In your life.
I think the most important, but I think, would be to develop a philosophy that helps you become, in your own definition, successful. Like, what is a successful life, or what does add meaning to your life, is probably some of the most important things.
Yeah, okay. You can. I think it's important, but I say the most important.
Let's see, the most. So
the most important education you can have in life.
Oh, the most important education. The most important education would be how to develop relationships with other people. I think would be the most important thing to help make the world a better place, even though that sounds kind of corny.
No, it's interesting. This is very important. But what is the most important?
Let's see. I don't know. I'd say what I just said. Developing. Developing a philosophy that could help you build the best relationships and help the most amount of people. Like make a meaningful mark on this life, whatever that might be. And it has nothing to do with money. It has nothing to do with anything material.
I agree.
It has everything to do with make a difference. What can you do? What can you do to make a difference in as many people's lives as you can?
Okay, this is very important too. Okay, I will give you a clue. What do you, when you drop this body, what do you bring with you?
Nothing. Just your spirit, I suppose.
No, it's not correct. I will give you at least my answer. You don't have obligation to have. You have something you bring with you when you drop this body. The only thing you bring with you. You cannot bring the body with you. You cannot bring everything material with you. The most important education for me at least, and for some other people, is your spiritual education. Because it's the only thing you bring with you. Knowing who you are as a spirit, and all the knowledge you can have on some field, this is part of your mind, you bring with you. You didn't bring your brain, because brain is flesh and is die with the body. Many people confuse the mind and the brain. The brain is flesh, it do nothing. The mind you bring with you, the mind is a recording. Example, I remember you create something, you record all your memory and all of this on something. I did
a memories project, yep.
Yeah, okay. And this memory project, imagine you bring with you everywhere you want. If you change the country, if you change the state, you bring with you. This is the same thing you bring with you when you drop this body. You, the spirit, survive this body because you cannot die. And what you bring with you is all your memory with this mind. You bring the mind with you. It's for that when you look on now they put this on YouTube or other Substack and all of that. You have these kids, they call this protégé or prodigue. I think prodigue is French, but and these kids play guitar, piano, paint, dance, run, many things. And the parents say, we never teach them that. Never. What does this from? Because these kids dropped the body maybe 2, 3, 5, 6 years ago or more, and he come and he continue what he was doing before. It's for that the parents say the kids. I saw one with on a stage recently with a guy is on the top violinist on the world, okay, and he brings his kids 3 years old on the front of 10 or 20,000 people on a big stage playing violin as a professional. 3 years old. The kids have not learned the violin during this life of his body at 3 years old. The parents say, no, we never teach him. The kids come back. He say, I was a violinist before. I was a professional. He take a violin, 3 years old, and he play on a professional on the stage with a top number one guy on violin. See? All of this is because his only thing you can bring with you when you drop this body is your knowledge, this knowledge. But what helps you to bring this is your spiritual education, because your spiritual education educates you about how you can bring this knowledge with you, not specific area not to go, and where to go when you drop the body and what to do. Spiritual education, for me at least, and for other people, is the most valuable education, because it helps you to, is the only thing you bring with you. It helps you to bring with you your mind, and to have all the record of what you have done before, and to continue to do what you like to do. You have nothing else to compare to that.
Right. Makes sense. So I have a question to ask. You know how people say, follow the light. Follow the light. So talk to me about, or educate us about the light, because some people say, you're going to see a light. Make sure you follow it.
Yeah. Why, Peter? Who were you before this body? Do you remember your name?
No.
Do you remember where you were living?
No, not before this one.
Do you remember? No, I said before this life. Do you remember where you were living?
No.
What you were doing?
No, of course not.
No, because the light is a trap. You have trap in this life. Many trap. You need to have some knowledge and to apply this knowledge, because many people say knowledge is power. I say no. Apply knowledge is power. You have the knowledge on something, and see you didn't apply it, is not power. Now you have the knowledge, not go to the light. If you go to the light, is your problem, because the light is a trap. Because when you go to the light, you have your memory is erased, and you come back and you know nothing. You didn't know how to. You were a violin player before. You didn't know how to play violin, or to use a computer, or whatever you were doing, or whatever you liked to do. Or you were a seller, or you were, or your name, what was your name before, and all of this. Because what many people say, no, I don't know who I was before. And if you listen to these kids, they will say to you, if you listen closely, without invalidation, without mockery, all of this, you listen to the kids, they say, oh yeah, before I have done this, or before I come to this stage, or before I have been in this area. Some kids, 2, 3 years old, talk with their parents about what they were before. These kids have never been to the light, because they have the knowledge, and they have all the record where they have been before. They have all this memory. But if you go to the light, your memory is erased, and you come back, and you know nothing. Let's say you were very successful, you are a businessman, you are very successful, all of this. You come back, you know nothing. You even didn't know how to walk, to talk, and many things. And for that, now you see kids at 6 months, or even before 6 months, they walk, they talk to you, not at 6 months, but just after, and they remember who they was, and at 3 years old, they take a violin and go to play on a stage with professional, as a professional like they was before. But when you drop the body, don't go to the light. It's a trap.
Got it. Okay.
It's difficult to have this concept, and I cannot explain exactly how this works. But you look at kids who have been through the light, they come back, no memory, nothing. And the one who have not been, they remember, and they continue to play what they were doing before. It's difficult concept to grab, and he will take more information from me and all of this, and will take a lot of time to explain. And also, I'm sure many people will not grab it. For that, I need to put something sample to answer your question.
Right. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? We're done with our radio show. I appreciate the help, Jean Luc. So that helps kind of me and maybe some other people kind of get through it. And thanks for the explanation and whatever it is. So thank you so much.
I will say something to finish. I will give an experimentation I have myself on life. It was 6-7 years ago. I lose my father. Drop his body, but my father, he was a body. Never have the talk I have with you as a friend, like I have with my father, because my father said, no, this didn't exist. Okay, I say, okay, Dad, I don't push nothing on you. Remember something, the day you drop your body, he says, the day I will die, I say, yes, the day you die, if something will happen to you, and remember what I say. What happened to you, you will learn something the day you die. You will let this body and we will quit this body, and at this time you will learn you are not a body and you are a spiritual being. And when he died, okay, I was living here and I take the plane, go in France and met the family. And my nieces was here with her daughter. The daughter was 2-3 years old, and my nieces was crying, and me, I was not crying. I said, okay, drop the body, take another one. And my nieces was crying, and she was young, something like 20 or 22 or something like this. And I didn't talk with the family, the whole one, because I have difficulty to grab this, and I approached her and I said, why are you crying? She looked at me. She said, she didn't answer, surprised from the question. I said, yeah, why? I said, but he died. He said, yeah, but he's normal. She said, what do you mean he's normal? She said, yeah. He was too old, he was sick, he dropped the body, and now he go to pick up a new one. She looked at me like a rat from Mars, okay? Maybe a rat from Mars, but and she said, what do you mean? I said, but it's simple. His body was too old. He dropped the body, and he go to pick up a new one when he wants. And I say, look at this one. I show her daughter, 3 years old. She say, she know what I talk about because she just pick one and the new body is 3 years old. Suddenly changed everything. She was not in pain. She don't take I said, don't take a loss because it's normal and everyone, we have done this for million years and everyone go through this cycle. Is a cycle of life. Is born, grow, and die. This body die. It starts, change, stop. And one point you stop to use this body. It's like when, as a kid, you grow to, 16 years old, you start to drive a car, you continue to drive a car, and when your car is too old, you drop the car. Or when you is too old, you drop the car, you cannot drive it anymore, and you drop the body. And after you continue, the cycle is a cycle. Say you continue, you take another one, and you continue the same cycle. For that, it's important during this life to have some spiritual education and to improve yourself, because all this improvement you do on yourself, especially on this part, you bring with you. And if you go down, it's for that this explains also the difficulty we have in this world, because the bad people come back with a new body as bad as they were before, and maybe more. Because when someone do bad stuff, like the Nazis or like Fauci or something like this, and they come back and they continue. They are worse than they were when they born. Say, a guy like Fauci was not bad when he takes this new body. He was bad before, and he take a new body, but during many years he have done nothing bad, and suddenly continue to do something bad. And when he will take another body, he will continue, because many people cannot improve. They always go down, 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 down. But the reverse is true. If you are a good person, and I think you personally, Peter, you are a good person, you can improve yourself, you improve around you, you improve, you go up, you go up, you go up, and one day, like every one of us, you drop the body, and when you take a new one, you continue to go up. It's for that we have this difficulty in this world. The bad guy come back with worse than he was before. The good guy come back better than he was before. And we have this battle between the bad and the good, because all of this is from what do you bring with you? Do you bring a book and something to educate you with you and to become better and better? Or do you take a grenade and gun and something like this, or biovirus to kill people? Is what you bring with you.
Well, good stuff. Perfect.
I think
thank
so.
you very much, Jean Luc. Yeah, thank you very much, Jean Luc. Thanks for the explanation. Certainly helps me and probably a whole bunch of other people as well. So
one last thing, Peter. The thing you can bring with you also one day when you change this body is the French you learn this way.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. You got to learn French. So for those people, make sure you do that. You got to buy the course, otherwise you're shit out of luck. So you got to go to buildingfortunesradio.com/learn French. Buildingfortunesradio.com/learn French. We're going to catch everybody next week on Building Fortunes Radio. Thank you, Jean Luc.
Thank you, Peter.
You've been listening to Building Fortunes Radio on buildingfortunesradio.com. Thanks for listening. Building Fortunes Radio is part of the Humongous AM and Humongous FM radio network. Be sure to check out the buildingfortunesradio.com website to listen to your favorite shows. You can also hear us on Humongous Radio and wherever you find your favorite podcasts. It's been our privilege to have you listen in. At Building Fortunes Radio, we wish you the success you deserve and are willing to work for.